So after I drove my old 2000 Suburban to the moon, I decided to get a moon Suburban while I was there. So I have a new one. I'm thinking about calling it Space Force One, but that should assist me in transport to the International Base Station. I ripped this center console piece out of my my new 2007 Suburban. And while it's really nice looking, like, I hate this fucking thing, and I might replace it with a truck piece, but the replacement for this thing is $250 on eBay, so fuck that. So this is the $90 like cup holder / organizer thing that comes in like the standard base model trucks and shit. And I kind of like this one better because it's going to hold on to a bunch more shit. But then over here for $250, you've got the Max Aesthetic, like wood grain one that I currently have. I'm too fucking cheap to buy either one of these, so that's why I'm fixing this one. That's how it's supposed to work. It's got all this chrome that's peeling off on the cup holder, like accent kind of thingy. I'm going to take that off with the pliers. And then this piece right here is actually broken. And there's supposed to be like a spring that returns it like at a slow speed like this. And after ripping this out of the car, I could see that this piece of plastic right here is broken. So I'm going to take this apart and try to epoxy that back together again. And then it's going to be fucking cool again.
3 black Suburbans.
Check this out. I just figured out that there's these like rivet things, and you can put a screwdriver underneath there and like pry this out of there. And there's like 3 layers, so like there's this chrome accent like bullshit layer. I could probably just pull that layer out and my car will look nice again. Let me just, you can't see what I'm doing there. There we go. I got this little tray over here for all the pieces parts so I don't lose them. This thing is like wet on the inside, and I soaked this for 2 days with Mrs. Meyer's, which is like a soap, and it still has Sprite and Coke residue from like 10 years of the previous owner just being a real American. So I'm gonna have to clean each individual piece. Like, this is the liquid circle piece that the thing goes on to protect it, but yeah, ew. It's got weird slime to it. Fuck that. So taking this thing apart, I've actually broken a couple of these plastic rivets, but I could probably just replace them with machine screws that look really nice, and the thing will still like look really classy. So here's your cuppy cup holder, and here's your broken like rivet thingies. Doesn't really matter. You can pull this rubber thing out of here and clean this, because, you know, ugh. Oh my god, I think I just got cancer. That thing's fucking sick. And then here's this ugly ass chrome thing that's just, it just looks like garbage. I think I can completely just throw this out altogether, and the only downside is that the cup holder is going to be like, you know, what, 1/16 of an inch shorter. I think that'll go together just fine. Especially if I use like machine screws.
Get me out of here.
Propulsion systems offline.
Then reboot, damn it!
Warning, window integrity compromised.
You think? How long's the propulsion?
Calculating. integrity 31%. Deploying countermeasures.
Hold that order.
As you can see, the Suburban is pretty tough, but my Suburban holds a lot more toilet paper than Nick Fury's Tahoe. But on the other hand, Nick Fury has a better center console than I do.
Now!
Propulsion systems now online.
Full acceleration now! Initiate vertical takeoff.
Flight systems damaged.
Then activate guidance cameras. No!
Alright, here's my setup for fixing this. I got a piece of balsa wood that is the same size as this little gap over here. So it's going to give it a little bit of support. And then I've got this little paintbrush for pasting this on there. And you end up putting this inside the plastic part. Alright, that looks pretty solid. I got like a good bead of that shit like all over the place. Hopefully it dries in the right shape. It should take about a half hour to dry. But then my thing will be all sexy again. This is the hole that I pulled the center console out of. And I noticed like right in here, there was just tons of fucking residue from all kinds of nasty fucking shit. So this hole basically had cancer. I vacuumed it out. It still looks like shit. So I screwed this bad boy together with these machine screws. This one was interfering on the other side with the door clasp thing. Check this out. Oh yeah. And this one. Fuck yeah. But yeah, this one right here, I could try to find a countersink screw and then like maybe put a countersink in there. But it's interfering with this little door finger, so it didn't want to close. And it has a little bit of interference right here, but you can just kind of force it. And then I was thinking about epoxying these guys back into place, but I don't really think I need these at all. Like, there's nothing inside that cavity that's going to cause anything to interfere. So I'm just going to leave these off.
A candidate registered as an independent from Iowa has the legal name of These Nuts.
There was a chrome ring inside here that was plastic, and I broke it while I was washing all the parts. And wow, with the flash, this really looks way dirtier than it really is. And I broke it, so I decided to put nuts in there to make up the space. Because if I didn't do that, then this door is tied mechanically to this. So its Z position is going to be off when it closes. And it's not going to meet up with this or be flush with the surface correctly. So I had to put those nuts in there.
Almost 1 in 10 voters in North Carolina say they prefer these nuts.
So this is the cavity that this goes into. Throw that over there. And there's a wiring harness down here. I think that powers this. This is a subwoofer that goes inside there. That's actually a really cool design. This thing has 2 prongs, and I'm just going to slide that in. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Perfect. Oh, that was easy to do. So now everything looks tits. That, my sunglasses, and that for my Baja Blast and my Beepus. Fuck yeah. That doesn't look too bad.